everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Brissett to throw on first. And his first look is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a 49er first down. First down.
Naeem Hines, his first carry, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Jump, quickly. Check three.
On second down now, it's Hines, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. They'll run on first down. Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops. If you throw it so hard, your receiver can't handle it, and for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Out of the gun now. Complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles. Picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. $17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 12 brings up second down at the 49ers.
On play action, Brissett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, certainly it appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Brissett making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now. It's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
On third down, Hines. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll look to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kiki QT with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Salvo ti tocca studiare inglese, sì, dai, almeno impari l'inglese, porca miseria, ti può essere utile.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it with Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Brissett now. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon. And it results in a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. Anderson. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Push him back. Push him back.
From the 38, Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, that's complete. It's Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. So we have come to halftime. And all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play. Second and 6. It's complete to Hopkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Balaj. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
2nd and 5. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on.
It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, check, check.
They run with Hines. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught. Smith. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Brissett. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Bell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding Gabriel complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand. They begin the drive with Hines.
And And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bowl. I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here's Hines. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to hook up to QT. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing off.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Watch the safety creep.
Now back to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And my friend, I think it's safe to say pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting up
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolute. great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Allen, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 3rd down, it's Allen, and he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good.